Hello everybody and welcome. This is a reading for all you lovely Libras out there. This is going to be a birthday bonus kind of reading, sort of like a new phase of life reading really. We're going to have a look at what would be good to leave behind and what would be good to take into your next year of your life with you, Libra. So I'm going to draw my brain today. I'm going to draw a Rebel deck oracle card to give us some bigger picture energy and to give us a little bit of lightness to this reading as well. Just turn my heater off. I'm also going to draw a goddess oracle card, and then I'm going to draw some tarot cards to have a look at this for you. So thank you for being here today with me, Libra. I shall just give these a little shuffle. I got up today with no clear idea of who I was going to read for. I've decided to stop trying to read to a schedule or to some real structure because I don't think it agrees with me, and I don't think it fully allows me to tap into my intuition. So I'm just going to read for whoever I feel at the time. And I'm going to do the spread that I feel at the time, and I'm going to use the cards that I feel at the time. So I do hope that this resonates for some of you. Obviously it's a general reading and it won't resonate for everybody, and if it doesn't, you could have a look at one of my other readings, Libra, or one of my for your moon or your rising sign, or you could have a look at one of my timeless readings. So let's have a look. What would the universe, what would spirit like to draw your attention to at this moment? What message do they have for you, Libra? I love these cards. They're so to the point. Can you see that? Put the fucking phone down. Too much screen time is making you anxious and sad. Go talk to a live person. Wow. Well, I have to say that would be good advice for an awful lot of people these days, wouldn't it? I'm guilty of it myself at times. We just walk around, don't we, with our heads down, absorbed in our phones. One of my obsessions is flicking around on YouTube, and I hate to think how many hours of my life I waste really doing such things. So too much screen time is making you awkward and sad. Go talk to a live person. Put the phone down, Libra. I guess you're probably watching this on a phone. Most people watch these readings on a phone. So after you've watched this reading, Libra, put the phone down. There we go. I'm also going to draw a goddess oracle card because I felt today that some divine feminine energy might resonate. I love my goddess cards. So let's have a look. What would spirit, what would the universe like you to know? Who's there, Libra? Which archetypal divine feminine is floating around in your bigger picture energy currently? Who's got a message for you, Libra? So let's see what we get. And we have Coventina. Beautiful. Purification. It's time for a cleansing detoxification of your body and mind. I have the feeling, Libra, that you might well have had this card before. Certainly detox has been has been an issue, hasn't it, in the last couple of my readings? I'm trying to think. Yeah, you were definitely one of the star signs that kept getting the health kind of card in my soul's journey cards, and I think that you got a detox card in the Rebel deck actually at some point. So here's another card of detoxification, cleansing detoxification of your body and mind. And that might well be something to do with what's going on here, is that you actually need like a digital detox or a technology detox, if you like, as well. So yeah, it never ceases to amaze me, the energies that that really resonate for different astrology signs. So as I said, I'm going to draw some cards. I'm going to draw 3 cards for what you should leave behind you. So negative influences, things that are not serving you anymore. What should you leave behind? And then I'm going to draw 3 cards for what you might like to take into the future with you. What do you have in your life at the moment that's positive, that's life affirming, that's good for you, that's healthy? What have you got that you could take into the future with you? I shall give these a quick shuffle. I'm using my Game of Thrones tarot deck today. I'm just resonating very strongly with them at the moment. I think it's because I saw a trailer the other day for the prequel to Game of Thrones, which is coming out fairly soon, or next year, I guess. But I'm quite excited about that. So, what does the universe want to show you, Libra? What messages have we got here for you? And for what you should leave behind, we have the Knight of Cups. We have the Page of Swords. And we have the Five of Cups. Okay. And what might we like to take into the future? The Five of Coins. The Six of Cups. And the Two of Coins. Well, what have we got on the bottom here? We've got the Devil on the bottom here. Which is number 2, isn't it? We've got another 2 here. We've got 2 5s. A Knight and a Page and a 6. Okay. I'm going to draw some more tarot cards and I'm going to clarify these just to help me interpret them, really. What would you leave behind? Maybe the desire to be pursued. I'm not really sure. So, what for Libra? What would Spirit like to draw your attention to at this time? And for what you should leave behind, we have the Hierophant. The 9 of Wands. And the 4 of Wands. And what you should take into the future with you, the Page of Wands, the King of Swords, and the 2 of Pentacles again. Two of Pentacles again, and I've just turned this deck over to see what's on the bottom of here as well, and we have the Devil again. Wow. Well, right. So, what do you need to leave behind? We've got the Knight of Cups and the Hierophant. I think it's like I said, I think that, I mean, the Knight of Cups is always in pursuit of love. He's always in pursuit of a mate. He likes to chase. The Hierophant does not do anything of the sort. And the Hierophant's another 5, isn't it? We've got 2 5s here. To me, I don't know, this is just making me feel that perhaps something that you might need to leave behind is this belief that you're not in control of your life. I think that you need other people, perhaps, whether that be a partner or parents or somebody that you think is older and wiser than you. It's like, yeah, it's like it's an outdated kind of belief that you have, that you are not in control of your life, that you're not in control of the direction of your life, that you can't manage on your own, that you need support, you need advice, you need other people to help you and to tell you what to do. I don't know where that's coming from, Libra, but I feel it quite strongly. Other things that we're leaving behind is the Page of Swords and the 9 of Wands. And the Page of Swords is a kind of, it's a person full of bright ideas, and it's a person with a lot of mental, it's a lot of mental energy, it's a lot of mental processing, but not always, excuse me, not always the most mature kind of thinking. It's kind, you know, the Page of Swords would easily get into negativity and tormenting of oneself, beating oneself up. And I think that's what I'm feeling here, really, is that something that needs to be let go of is this kind of mentally beating yourself up, attacking yourself, feeling on the defensive, yeah, feeling defensive from other people, but on the inside also, yeah, attacking yourself, not being kind to yourself. What do we have here? The 5 of Cups and the 4 of Wands, and these are again cards of what to leave behind. The 5 of Cups is kind of crying over spilt milk, isn't it? It's not seeing the reality of things, of being stuck in a place of uncertainty, of conflict in your mind. Yeah. And the 4 of Wands can often just be a card of kind of celebrations and get-togethers, parties, building of things. It can, you know, this could represent marriage. This could represent a party to do with marriage, to do with relationships. It's like the manifestation of a marriage, I guess. It feels very much here in your, what needs to be left behind is this kind of dependence on other people, I think is what I'm getting here really. I think that you sometimes get so bogged down and so kind of entrenched in this defensive kind of thinking, this critical kind of thinking. And I don't mean critical as in working out a problem, I mean critical as in the nagging of yourself, the tormenting of yourself, the looking outside of yourself for people to help you to live your life. Yeah, that's, I'm struggling to find the right words to express that for you, but it is like, yeah, it's, I think the word dependence is what I'm getting here really. That your self-esteem, that your own inner world depends quite heavily on what other people think of you, especially people that are older than you, or people that you might perceive as being older or wiser than you in some way. I think that there's a lot of comparisons of yourself and other people. Perhaps you're seeing other people around you that you feel are more successful than you, people settling down, people getting married, people making commitments, and perhaps you're just not in that place at the moment and you're turning that inward and kind of judging yourself quite harshly about that. So yeah, so for what you want to leave behind, as I said, quite definitely there is a feeling here of dependence, which could easily be a kind of codependence. I think that's what I'm talking about here really, a kind of codependence on other people, maybe your parents, maybe a partner, a boyfriend, a girlfriend. There's a very youthful energy to these cards, I have to say. There's a lot of negativity here in these cards. As I said, there's a lot of attacking of the self, a lot of your own, as I said, your own self-esteem being very dependent on what other people think of you. So there's a little bit of food for thought for you there, Libra, without getting too heavy about it. And what we have to take into the future, what we have for positives for the future, we have, what did we have come together? We had some positives to take forward into the future. We have the 5 of coins and we have the Page of Wands. And out of the pages, I think the Page of Wands is a slightly more healthy energy than the Page of Swords. The Page of Wands just wants to get on with life, really. He's quite enthusiastic and full of energy. And although not always the most sensible or wise of people, he just wants to get on, really, I suppose. The Page of Wands can be a bringer of messages. And I think this card, the word that I'm getting in my head for this card is independence. I think the Page of Wands is an independent character. I don't think that he needs other people in quite the same way as I'm seeing in some of your other cards here. I think the Page of Wands just wants to get on with it, really. The 5 of Coins, I'm not sure about the energy of this to take forward, because obviously the 5 of Coins is it's quite a sad card. It's a card of financial loss and poverty. perhaps that's all the message is here really, is to stop being fearful of that, to stop being fearful of what may be to come. That actually money's not everything. And also in this picture here, like in the Rider-Waite deck, you know, Aria is sat here next to the church, and there's always sanctuary, there's always help within. I think in the Rider-Waite deck there's a light behind the window that the people walking past don't see. So just in the same way with the Five of Cups, I think this is probably Circe here. She doesn't see that actually, even though she's hurting, there's still life and there's still love. And I think that's the same here, is that these things are just not worth worrying about really, because help always comes to those who need it. You know, to endlessly be worrying about money and security and things is miserable. So perhaps this card is really just a card to encourage you to look around you, to see what actually is available, to see what help there is, to not be, again, see, in this card Aria is dependent on people giving her money, people giving her food. It's that dependent feel again here, isn't there? I think that's the message here really, is independence when we look at these two cards together. So something that's very positive for you to take into your future, Libra, is independence, is to stand on your own 2 feet and to realise actually that you've got what it takes, you've got it all within you. You don't need to always be guided by the opinions and the thoughts of other people. We also have the King of Swords and the Six of Cups. And the King of Swords is definitely a step up from the Page of Swords. You know, the King of Swords can be quite cool and detached and aloof. Not the warmest of people, but he's very rational. He's concerned with the truth. He's able to make good and logical decisions about things. He's mature. He would be somebody that you would want to go to ask advice of, and I think that this is asking you, is guiding you towards looking within for the things that you need, that you actually have this energy about you, that your thought processes are maturing, and that is something to take into the future with you, is that you can be more rational and more logical about the decisions that you make in life. And we have the Six of Cups here, which is a lovely energy, the Six of Cups. This is a card of friendship, of nostalgia, of family, of appreciating and looking back and appreciating all the good things in the relationships that you have in your life. You know, we've got Sansa and Jon Snow here reminiscing, I guess, about their childhood, having a drink and reminiscing, sharing some good times together. So yeah, I would say with these two cards here together, that perhaps this is encouraging you to take a slightly more rational approach to the company that you keep, and to the amount of company that you keep, that you don't always need to be looking to other people to solve your problems or to make you feel better about certain things, that you have that within you. And then we have 2 twos, which is staggering really, isn't it? Two of Pentacles. And these are things to take into your future. I mean, twos are about balance and partnerships and duality and juggling, making things work, integrating certain energies. So perhaps the key word of these two cards here is flexibility and balance. And they're good keywords for a Libra, aren't they? You know, with Libra, your tarot card that represents your star sign is Justice, which again is a 2, I believe. So we're very much looking at Libra energy here of 2s. So I think this is encouraging you to play to your strengths, that actually you're quite capable, Libra, of balancing an awful lot of things in your life. And that there are certain parts of you that you might want to integrate and balance in some way in your life. And that, again, because we had the 5 of coins here, which, you know, is a worry about security. And I think these cards are just saying it's okay. You've got all the skills that you need. You've got everything that you need to help you balance the energies in your life. Whether you're balancing work and relationships, family and work, a hobby and relationships, whatever it is that you're trying to balance, you're more than capable of it, Libra. And then we have at the bottom of the deck, which again is astounding here, we have the Devil. And the Devil is card 15, which is a 6. And we've also got the 6 of Cups, haven't we? Again, as I was talking about in the things for you to leave behind, the bottom of the deck is often what's hidden. And I think what's hidden about this whole situation is your feelings of codependency, possibly addictions, but yeah, codependency, feeling dependent on other people for your well-being. Feeling dependent on other people for your well-being. And perhaps that's what this card is encouraging, is there's too much time searching out things that you feel that you need. Perhaps this card is, you know, that we've had the cleansing detoxification, haven't we, and put the phone down, which, you know, again, could easily talk of addictions. You know, when we talk of addictions, we're not just talking about, you know, hard drugs and massive amounts of alcohol. I mean, you can be addicted to your technology. You can be addicted to your phone, to the TV, to having people tell you that everything's okay. Yeah. Wow. 2 of Pentacles and 2 Devils. As I said, I don't want to make this too heavy, Libra, because this is your birthday reading. But there are definitely some, you know, whoever I'm tapping into in the Libra collective here, there's been some quite kind of long-term issues with not doing the most healthy things for yourself, I suppose, of needing a detox on a very physical, mental and spiritual level. And I still see that energy here. I think that this reading is encouraging you to look at how you spend your time, who you spend your time with, being more open to the good things, to the healthy things in life, not focusing quite so much on the things that are negative and toxic and more harmful to you, to not attack yourself quite so much or beat yourself up quite so much about your behaviour, about your thought processes, to not be comparing yourself so much to other people. I think they're things to leave behind, and things to take forward with you are that, you know, you've got everything that you need. You just need to step into a slightly different energy, really, I suppose, that is within you. I can see there's a maturing here. You know, we're moving from the Page of Swords to the King of Swords, who's much more rational and logical about the decisions he makes. He's very independent. The Five of Coins would encourage us to be independent, to not look outside of ourselves always for help and for support, and to actually stand on our own 2 feet and kind of get on with things. And that you have everything that you need. You have everything that you need to balance all of the different energies in your life, all of the different demands in your life. And perhaps with it being 2 twos, it's about keeping it simple, not overcomplicating things for yourself. So yeah, you never can tell when you start a reading how the energy's going to go. Even if you start a reading feeling quite upbeat and you say it's for somebody's birthday, the cards are the cards, energy is energy, and you're facing some struggles here, Libra. I can see that. I think that there's been some kind of long-term patterns, some things that you're trying to address. I can see that you are, but I think that you're just beating yourself up about these things rather than utilising perhaps a more rational sort of, more rational, independent energy. I think that's what I'd like to leave you with, is these keywords of rational and independent. They seem like important words for you here, Libra, as is the word detoxification, yet again. And with detoxification, I'm obviously not just talking about, you know, going on a major detox physically of, you know, drinking lots of water and not eating and fasting. And although they're all very good things to do now and again, but detoxification is spending some time away from some of the things that you know are less positive for you and doing more of the things that you know are more positive for you. It can be a challenge to start off with, but often you find that these things start to pick up a little bit of momentum as you go on. Like, for example, with me, with my health problems, I know that every day I should go for a walk. I know that that's good for my health. I know that it's positive, but I can get stuck in a bit of a rut sometimes and just not do what I'm supposed to do. And the longer that I avoid doing what I know I'm supposed to do, the more I start to attack myself. And the more I start to attack myself, the more likely I am to eat some chocolate biscuits. Do you see what I mean? So it's like you have to start doing the small things, and as you start doing more and more of the small things, the bigger picture suddenly opens up and becomes more positive for you. So yeah, I hope that was helpful for you, Libra, on your birthday. I hope that hasn't brought you down. That wasn't my intention in the slightest, but as I said, I have to read the cards, and yeah, so rational independence, logical thinking, rational independence, detoxification, being kinder to yourself, Libra, being much, much kinder to yourself. Not hoping that other people will be kind to you. You be kind to yourself. You do what you need to do for you, because you know what you need. It's all here. Anyway, I have drivelled on enough. I hope that that was helpful, and I look forward to seeing you again sometime in the future, Libra. So thank you for being with me. If you haven't done already, I'd be really grateful if you would like, share or subscribe to my channel. Thank you.